Our suspect has straight brown hair. She is wearing.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good, how are you, bro?
Hey, good morning. Good.
How are
I'm
you,
great.
bro?
Looking for a buy here on GJ.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I'm in buys on GJ over here. The 30-minute candle closed above the previous two candles, and yeah, it should be good.
Very nice. Very nice.
About to be up like, wow. Still need to go a little bit higher.
Hey, rakeel.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I have a question.
Yep.
So with the magic keys, I'm
Yep.
doing the FTMO thing right now on their demo account, whatever it is. And when I type in the risk percentage, it's completely off like crazy.
Yeah, it's something wrong with their own terminal.
So it's looking like if I type in to risk 100%, it'll actually be 1%.
Yeah, there's something off with their with the way they have their own things set up. It's something off with that.
So should I just type in 100% for the risk?
I'm not sure. You'll have to talk to message Magic Keys. Message them about it because like he knows there's something off. It works on every broker except for EST Mon.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll ask them because I messaged them already and they said it's fine on their end.
yeah, there's headings are off. Like it's not a normal brokerage thing. There's I don't know the technical term, but there's something off.
Okay, message them on Instagram or like email.
Just email.
Okay.
Email Magic Keys and they'll get in touch with you.
Oh, you're already in these buys? Nice.
Yeah, I'm on GJ buys. The previous 15-minute candle closed above the one here to the left. This one's forming right now. It's about to close in 4 minutes. So if this closes bullish, that's pretty good. The 30-minute candle is also then closing bullish above these candles here to the left, which would make the next 30-minute candle maybe make a wick down and continue heading up.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's got a nice upside.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, I'm in GJ buys too right now.
Oh, very nice.
I think we can definitely make a new daily high, possibly at 134.
134, yeah.
Yeah, just above 133.8.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Let's look at the daily here. Oh yeah, daily can potentially make a new high, alright. 4 hours also heading bullish. 1 hour is bullish. 30 minutes bullish. It's perfect. Like if I get stopped out, I won't even be mad because this is the trade I'll take every day. See this candle? This candle is the smoking gun candle. And the reason why it's a smoking gun candle is because this candle right here is making a higher low than the previous candle. It's also making a higher high than the previous candle. Also, it's about to close above all these candles here to the left. So that increases the probability of the next candle to make a higher low and a higher high. Kind of like, you know, something like this. If this happens, oh man, this will be perfect. Gotta wait. So risk over here is around, I'm risking 25 pips, 25 pips. Reward is like 36 to 40 pips. Still trade gold. Gold daily. Man, gold spread is a little bit to the high side. I don't know if I'm going to trade gold, but looking at the daily, it does seem like daily is going to continue moving bullish. Yeah, so for daily to continue moving bullish, this 4 hour has to create a support. This chart, this setup right here, this is an example. Oh, hold on. All right, so we're up 10 pips over here. I'm securing 10 pips.
That was quick.
Yep. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Alright, securing 10 pips, putting stops at break even. Very nice. So see now my stop loss was 25 pips, but I secured 10 pips. I secured 10 pips. That means now I have secured something in my trading account, in my bag, which I can withdraw later, with the anticipation the rest is going to continue moving to my original risk reward. You get me, mate. Hope you get me. Ooh, someone secured 25. Oh, my runner got stopped out here. But at the same time, now if we look at 15 minutes, this is still making a higher low, you know? So this is just a liquidity grab on the 30 minute, just like what happened yesterday. You don't see candles on the left forming resistance. Yeah, I basically, the bias is bullish. For me, I have a bullish bias. So if you look on the daily chart, and if you draw a line right over here, so this is what needs to be broken for daily to go bullish. So see this 30-minute, it was just making a lower wick. It's just making a lower wick, and it's going to continue moving up. So you're expecting the pre-New York volume to continue price forward bullish. That's what you're expecting. Raja will be punished for trading in spiderweb. Actually, this month I've only been punished twice. This month I've really punished the markets. Trust me. It has been not that hard at all.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, yo, bro, I sent a chart in chat.
No, it's going to continue pushing bullish. 15 meg is just making a higher low and a higher high. First target should be around 133,400.
That you could buy based on the 1 hour.
Once we cross into the area of 133,300, we come into the zone of clean traffic. So within 133,330, 340, 350, you can start securing positions. I mean, if you're up like 10, 12, 15 pips, start securing them and let runners run. Because those runners are going to keep on running. We got Monty in the house.
Welcome.
Okay, Monty. Monty's probably in bias right now in GJ2 from London. Yeah, mate. I'm in bias. Mate, I'm holding.
Bias yesterday.
Yo, Rakeel, can you look at my chart, please? Give me your opinion.
Yes, just one moment. I have some things to do first.
Yes, perfect.
Buy stops at 133,400. I don't like those buy stops. I think buy stops should have been above this candle here, which is above this resistance. But if you can make it work, if you would have like a wider stop loss, then yeah, that could work. Alright. GJ 1 hour. Price respect to support. Candle close with no wick. Actual target. Oh, nice. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but I took in the range, so isn't it a bad trade?
Yeah, it's risky, but you made it work.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks,
you
man.
made it work. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Alright, what's this? Buy stop on the other line to go up clear candles to the left. I think your buy stop could get activated and then candle could come down, because if you look to the left, these candles came up and they wicked and came down. So I think it's a very dangerous spot for a buy stop, where candles can come up, tap this area and come back down. There's a possibility, because it has happened before. So buy stops are placed above, like consolidation areas, like something like this area right here. This would have been a nice buy stop area. Because like once you see this candle forming and you look left and there are a bunch of candles rejecting the zone, so then you know, okay, like you know what, if a candle is going to break this zone, there's a probability it's going to continue moving up, so that'll be a good buy stop area. Here you have less candles rejecting this area. When you have less candles rejecting an area, there's a higher chance that the candle coming up into this area could reject it. What do you think about USD CAD? Oh, you need to send a chart. So we're looking at the 15 minute. 15 minutes continue to make higher highs and higher lows. Alright, someone sent a chart. Let's take a look here. Stronger buys above the zone, range, stronger buying bullish. See now, if your bias is buys, you're expecting volume to break, right? You're expecting volume to break through resistance. Was it my mic? No, when you're not talking, so please, just mute yourself. Because we can still hear some background noises. So you're expecting price to continue on, break the zone, right? So now we have candles closing above this area around 133, let's say 0.80. So basically you would want price to create some sort of support in this area. If a support is formed here, then that's gonna put that's gonna give you confidence that okay, now price should continue moving up. But now we're looking at the 15-minute candles. As this candle starts to come down, if it comes back down in this range, then this move up would have been a fake out. This text here says this area should be respected for price to continue. So just kind of waiting right now. Bigger like this, yeah. I see this candle's about to close.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Alright, let's take a look at the 5 minute. Ooh, yeah, we are rejecting here. This is good. This 5 minutes is going to close. If it closes bullish, that's going to make the 15-minute candle close bullish, and that in turn will make the 30-minute candle close in our direction, which will mean that the next one is going to continue moving bullish too. So if this 30-minute candle, this 15-minute is about to close, and if it closes making a higher low and a higher high, you would want the next 15-minute candle to make another higher low and a higher high, or solidify this area as support. Do you have any opinion about S&P 500? No. I have zero opinion about S&P 500. Alright, this. GU 30 minute. Come back down and continue to go up. So if you're waiting for it to come back down, so this move down, you're basically anticipating it to respect the low of the 30 minutes. So you're waiting for a support to be formed on the 15 or show some sort of a support on the 5 for a bullish momentum. But at the same time, I'm kind of having issues over here, like this area right here. So this is where you'll have to put your trust in. Also, it's a Friday. So just make sure you don't take, a lot of trades. Everybody just, stay calm today. So your stop is going to be down here. You can also have it over here. Perfect. So 15 minute about to close. It's closing bullish.
Looking good.
Looking good. Looking very good.
Ooh,
Oh wow!
ooh,
Nice.
Shit.
Now it's pushing. Beautiful. Very nice, Vincent.
Yeah. Thanks. Your call, bro. Your call. Now it's gonna blast off.
Yep. It's awesome.
Look at those clean candles.
Clean candles, man. Nothing to really worry you now. Nothing at all. Should I re-enter? Yeah, I did re-enter. I re-entered at 145.
Yeah, this will continue.
See the 15 minute, it's making higher highs and higher lows. It's broken above this area right here. So even if there's a retracement here, so now this area is now solidified as support because this 15-minute candle, it closed above. This one came down and wicked in this area and continued up. And now this one, even if it comes down, this is just going to be forming a base to continue moving towards 133, 400, 500, and eventually we can see a daily candle split.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so this could be a trade of the day over here. Gold had nice push as well. Yeah, gold should continue as well based on the 4 hour. There's a slide in Prep 2020. I think it's the candle trend slide, and this same setup is in that slide. So basically, according to that slide, what happens is that this 4 hour candle closes bullish, and the next one goes bullish, and the next one after that just goes all the way up. Maybe we could see 640, 1640 today. That would be a big move. No, actually, not a big move at all. 200 pips on gold these days is like, whatever. Do you add runner at the beginning of the trade or after a certain number of pips? After a certain number of pips, and totally depends on you. Yeah, just as this stream started, I was in a trade. Actually, I was in drawdown when stream started.
My long-term target on gold is 1642.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
High five.
Yes, we should get there. Once again, if you can battle the spread. Right now the spread is about 10 pips. Yeah, you got your chart marked up. That's where I'm looking as well.
This is awesome. So if someone's in still GJ buys, you have a better position. I think your stop is going to be down here, 133.050. That's the stop. And up and away.
Yeah, I like 133.670.
Yes.
Should be easily achievable today based on what we have here, as long as we break out of this consolidation area.
Yeah, it should continue.
Yeah, the next hour candle will be your key. I think the next hour candle will get you the push that you need if we're going to continue bullish. My gold trade is still running. This is the longest I've held it. My swap cost me 6,000 already.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wednesday triple swap.
Yeah. It's just hanging out.
Can we add some more buys at this level? Well, let's take a look here. 15 minutes coming down, right? So you would need to see if you'll have to wait for the 15-minute candle to close. Aggressive buys are gonna have stops below, around 133. Just to give it more room, 133 even. That's going to be a stop loss if you're going for aggressive buys. 133. Because then you're expecting this 30-minute candle to close above this level, so you're expecting the next one to respect this low and continue moving up. I wake up at 3 a.m. for this every morning. Oh, appreciate that. Man, some people in the East Coast, no, West Coast, they wake up early.
Yeah, I give credit to people on the West Coast for waking up this early because I couldn't barely do it when I was out there.
Yeah, waking up at 4 a.m., you're like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah. And you know, it's funny though, the West Coast time, you actually wake up perfectly for like the end of the New York session, like London push, like the end of London and New York session, like the crossover there, the London close, and you actually get a good push because you come fresh, and then you're basically picking off the continuation of the bigger move. So it is possible to trade West Coast. You would be trading at like 7 a.m. 7 a.m. West Coast time. If you map out your charts at that point and you haven't taken any trades, there are opportunities between 7 and 9.
Morning, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
How are we doing?
Good. Yeah, I guess if you look at more enough, you can find the same things that happen at this time too.
Oh, sorry, were you mid-conversation? My bad.
Yeah, no. We're just talking about how, like, you know, like the London close push has a lot of volatility, so the more you watch it at that time too, you could possibly get some moves there as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the key. I think as a East Coast trader, you don't care about what happens after like 10 o'clock, 10:30. It's very rare that you're looking for opportunity. But as a West Coast trader, you could probably pick up the tail end of those opportunities.
Let's take a look at what's happening here in the world of GU as that candle closes in 6 minutes. It's still bullish. I think your stop here should still be fine. Oh, GU is pumping.
GCAT as well.
Who are better traders, East Coast or the West Coast? Well, the ones who bring home the more bread.
Profitable.
This isn't a rap battle. There's no Biggie and Tupac.
The ones who bring in more toilet paper.
Yeah, that's right.
I got all the toilet papers.
It's the new currency.
Yeah, I went to buy toilet paper yesterday, and then I realized we don't even need toilet paper. We don't use toilet paper.
Lord Dog Gang.
Yeah, we're like, that's okay. Buy paper towels. How is Daniel Savage in person? He's the same person as he is on his stories, trust me. It's exactly the same person.
Oh,
So I was just going to say, I'm still re-entering this on GJ, man.
I just
Just
closed
then.
everything.
Nice.
Perfect.
Beautiful. Everything had a push. Oh, I guess we reached 133,400 here.
Yeah, that was quick.
600.
That's awesome.
This is the highlight of the day here today.
Oh, it is.
I thought 600 would be reached next hour, but I guess it's this hour.
Yeah.
It's playing out exactly as it did yesterday.
Yeah.
The way it created in Asian up until now. Creating no top wick daily.
Yeah.
It's very similar.
Man, honestly, this week I've only traded GJ and there's just been buys.
Yeah, I had a couple of trades on gold on Monday. And then that's it. Since then, I've been GJ. That's it. And EN.
Yeah, I think people selling GJ, are in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, I've not sold it this week. I don't think.
A good sell on GJ is going to be below this, I guess, also this area. 132,700. You could get in this range.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I got yesterday in Asian session. This sell. Oh, actually, it was right here. This
Yeah, 700, 600 makes sense. Aren't there?
But right now, selling GJ? No. No.
You know why people are selling GJ, right? Because it hit the weekly high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had someone tell me that they got a sniper entry on GJ that it's gonna drop, and I was like, I don't know about that.
But everything is
that?
bullish.
Where's that? Like 132.
Yeah, they got a sniper entry at 133,760. That was their sniper entry yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
But then they never closed, and I'm like, you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
GJ is one of those things I like to say. GJ was never a buy or never a sell. Gold was never a sell. GJ was never a sell.
It's very similar to what we had last October. But at that time, when we were playing it last time, we were trying to get bigger moves, and yeah, we had 2-3 weeks of real good moves.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think just looking at the daily, the way the daily's set up now, we can easily, if we get momentum with GJ, we can easily see 134 today.
Yeah, I had a little bit excessive targets, to be fair. I thought 34.2 and 35.1, but I think that's probably way too much.
I'm not too far off. I think I have 134 400 and then 134 900. So yeah.
Oh yeah. So I'm pretty chuffed about that.
See this this orange line. This orange line is the point when the daily candle flips bullish. And that could be very well achieved. The 4-hour is broken the highs of the previous 2 4-hour candles. That could very well be achieved. This daily candle.
I think as long as people manage their stop losses, they should be okay. Like you said, that strong support, that may be tested again, but I don't see it breaking down.
No.
It'd be quite a big thing to make that happen.
And especially with the market is unsettled again, I think you might find that there's going to be a little bit more of a push.
I was wondering whether, because obviously you always kind of consider a weekly pullback. I was thinking where realistically could that come to if we're going to get that. But at the minute, it's not much sign of all this afternoon, we could still push up yet. A long way to go yet.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I mean, next week is going to be amazing. Next week, we could probably see 136.
Yep.
So I think if we get a good push to like 134 or past 133, 700, I think people may want to potentially hold this over the weekend.
That's exactly what I was thinking about Ronald. I didn't.
If you're comfortable, I mean, obviously within reason, but I this is one of those trades, like the same thing. I'm holding gold over the weekend as well. I just think that the way the weekly candle's set up now, we're probably gonna push a little bit harder. The only downside to that or the caution point is with this virus. If they start announcing more issues in the UK, that could push the pound down. So you're playing with fire, but I mean, the way the momentum is right now, I think we've hit a demand area for the pound. So that's why we're getting that push, because it's way too low and it needs to recover a bit. So you might find a little bit more of a recovery.
Yeah, so I don't really know what else we could have get much worse, if that makes sense, to change it massively, if that makes sense. It's still, it's from this point of view, from this end, we're in a bad way right now. I don't think it get much worse unless we get like military stuff where we say we have to stay at home. We're supposed to stay at home now, so.
Yeah, you guys have already been right away told to stay home, so.
So I mean, we're not really going to change an awful lot. People are still working that can work, and unless they stop that completely. But
yeah, Canada made the dumbest decisions. They did everything in piecemeal instead of just like instead of just shutting everything down right away. Like they should have, like 2 weeks ago, they should have just shut everything down. Like, and now we finally got to that point yesterday.
Yeah, so we were a bit slow off the mark, I think, in compared to some of the other European places. We kind of held it out for a bit, and we'll try this, and they kind of advised caution and said, right, just try not to mingle together and stuff. And then people weren't paying attention. They were like, okay, fair enough, now it's law.
Yeah.
So okay, fine. But,
yeah, we were really slow.
I think so. Especially things like the transportation, like tubes, this, that, and the other, which is like prime breeding ground, really, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And also things like parks and stuff, which now they've had to close.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense. They're gathering in the park. So
I mean, the first thing when the first day where everyone was like supposed to be like work from home, basically, those that could work from home, like everyone went to the seaside, went to the coast. Everyone went to the seaside. It's like the busiest it's been for months and months and months, and it's oh my god. But then that's why they kind of said, right, okay, we're gonna say you have to stay at home now.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point I'm just angry. Like I don't really care about the virus anymore. I'm just angry because people are like, this reminds me, I was on, like back when I was 11 years old, I was on a cruise ship, and for us to leave the cruise ship for the day, everybody had to submit their passport to the dock, whether or not you were going off the cruise ship or not. And literally one person slept in and they couldn't wake that guy up. So you had basically like a whole bunch of angry people just trying to get off the ship. They couldn't, because they couldn't get this one guy to wake up and submit his passport, because you were supposed to do it the day before. Like everything was supposed to be done the day before. And I still remember that day. It was more of just people were just pissed off more than anything. And that's how I'm starting to feel right now, is stop, just follow directions at this point. Like I'm just getting tired of staying at my house. And I mean, I go out for a drive once a day. Like I'll go out and do stuff, but it's just follow directions, you know, like just do your thing and get it over with.
They've kind of stopped that here a bit though, because I thought that so I kind of, the feeling of actually not being allowed to go out is kind of strange. Because not that I go out a lot anyway, but it's just kind of, now I know I can't actually go out, if that makes sense. That was
like losing the option.
Odd. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
The option of it.
That was a bit odd, but I can't just go for a drive because there's now places around near me. They're doing like checkpoints, and they're just, you know, why are you going out for? It's like, okay. And I was like, okay, fine. Maybe I'm not allowed to go out then. They're actually really serious.
No, it's just like it's sort of ruined my daily routine of like going out for lunch and doing stuff like that. Like I've been staying home eating lunch. Like, I mean, I've been making myself lunch every day, and I'm going stir crazy because I don't like making myself lunch, and I'm doing that. And you know, and even ordering Uber Eats, like I do that still, but it's still not the same, right?
Yeah, that's exactly that. That was last night. I got some good food, but it's like, am I gonna have to live like this for a little while now?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, I did go for a walk yesterday. It was pretty cool, but I don't do that often. But it's,
yeah, like at this point, I'm just telling everybody, just follow the damn rules. Like or what they should be doing is getting people. There's a grocery store near my house that has a guy. He will only let you in once he checks your temperature.
Oh, for real? Wow.
Yeah, they have a disposable, like one of those disposable ear things. They put in your ear, and if your temperature is fine, you get to walk in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. If they allow you to order Uber Eats where you're staying, because here in London they don't allow us.
Good morning, familia.
What's up?
Chris,
What up, man?
There's that fade. Oh man. I know I haven't been on in a minute. Jeez.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. Work's been kicking my butt.
Yeah.
Well, you're the lucky ones.
Yes, I'm very, very fortunate. I mean, I get to work from home right now, so a lot of people getting laid off in my area. My lady is not getting paid in the meantime. She still technically has her job, but until things recover, she's not getting paid. So
yeah, I'm in the same position actually. Exactly.
Yeah. It's brutal.
So see now, if you're expecting this 30-minute to continue bullish, it has to respect the previous low and make higher lows and higher high. And well, you know the drill. We do this every day.
Yeah, I'm locking the 15-minute right now.
Hey, good morning.
Oh.
Morning, man.
What's up, man?
Good morning.
Morning.
Five minutes about to break the high. If it breaks the high over here, we could have a continuation. Slowly up, breaking the high.
Jackpot.
Gonna come up to over here. But it's still too early for this hour. But you know, it's GJ volume. You can never tell how far GJ volume is gonna go.
I did expect it to chill out a bit, to be honest, between now and New York properly. It's kind of not.
I've did some backtesting on negative NFP numbers in 2009, 10, and nothing really moved big time. What's the consensus on this week's NFP with gold? Well, we'll have to see what happens when it comes around.
I think it'd be very interesting.
Yeah. It's gonna be horrible. Oh, we're moving back up again.
I entered a buy in GJ.
Very nice.
Oh, I swear, man.
There we go.
Me too.
Pushing.
Sweet. Sweet.
GU break resistance? Yeah, GU is breaking resistance.
Ooh. 133.74 looks like a nice target.
Yeah, that should be good. Like in the meantime, here my target was the 133,400. But now since it's moving up, this orange line is the daily high. You know, so once price crosses this orange line, the daily kind of flips bullish, and it hasn't gone bullish yet.
The thing is, when it did that yesterday, it flew. Once it got above, absolutely flew.
Yeah. Does anyone know if I can download MetaTrader on MacBook?
Yes. Yes.
There we go. You got a whole video over here. Seriously, if you ask a question in YouTube chat and no one's going to answer you and you're going to wait for maybe half an hour for someone to answer, you get that answer in 2 seconds from Google.
Gotta have some fun. It's Friday.
Google's your best friend.
And
that it is.
I became so smart after just typing questions into Google. Like, you'd be surprised what Google knows.
Especially if someone asks you something you're not sure on, you're like, you know what, let me just Google that quick.
You could definitely get a master's degree on Google.
Yeah, in all honesty, I mean, people ask me questions. Half the time I just Google the question and I'm like, oh, that's the answer.
Especially if it's something you think you know about, and then you think, oh, I just want to not confirm it properly, if that makes sense.
Verify it.
Well, and the other thing is too, people, then the argument comes out of, well, there's so many different answers. Well, I mean, then you just have to do a little bit of reading to see what makes sense.
Yep.
So it's just, you know, you just have to, you know, just evaluate the merit of who's talking. Like, you know, you don't look at like a random ad or something like that to get your answer. Like, sometimes you have to dig a little bit deeper. And as you get better with critical thinking skills and research skills, you know, Google becomes a little bit easier. I still think that we have to bring back the library where you have to go get the index cards and you have to learn how to find a book in the library. Because I think, you know, if you did that when you were a kid, Google would be easier.
Yeah.
Right? You remember that, Chris? You go to
Yeah, 100%.
You go to the
100%.
library and you had to do research. Like, you know, you didn't have Google. You had to look at an index card and you're like, A75. I'm like,
that's a mission by itself, right?
Yeah, the library is 2 floors, and you're like, oh, I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, yeah, researching stuff and doing, especially when I was doing university stuff, man.
Yeah, and you can't take the book out of the library, so you got to sit there and write it out. Yeah,
no noise. Got to do some work.
Yeah,
I know someone who took a book from the library and hasn't returned it. Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I did that lots of times back in the day. I had lots of fun.
Rakeel. Someone put it on their story.
Oh yeah, I saw that. They're after him now.
He probably has like $2,000 in charges right now.
Oh yeah, that book I took.
Right, yes. They're after you now.
What's the name of that book again? That was funny.
Yeah, Roger wrote it, didn't he?
Helen's Cookout.
Yeah, as a sign first. It didn't look like that book was used very much, to be fair. Them pages were fresh.
Right. He had 2 pages highlighted.
Yeah.
He literally just flipped to random pages and then just highlighted something and then put it on his story.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
I'm a very selective reader.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like, well, man, you're gonna agree with everything. There's never been a day. Never been a day you've disagreed with something.
Why can't I just be a selective reader? I can't, or I'm not a selective reader. Happy?
Okay.
He just aspires to be like you, Raj. It is what it is.
Not anymore.
No,
that went down the drain 2 minutes ago.
Those gray zones, do you draw them on the 30-minute or the 1-hour chart? These are drawn on the 30-minute and the 1-hour and the 15-minute. Because as this candle was coming up, I looked left and I saw these.
My God.
I saw these candles here. I saw these candles here rejecting, right? So as these candles were rejecting here, I was like, okay, and this candle is breaking up over here, so maybe this would be a zone. So it would be better for me to take a buy. So I took a buy and went in profits or whatever, and then I closed.
That was annoying.
Yeah, this moved down. That's okay, because, like, you know, if it has to go up, it has to hold this level. So this is your safe stop right here, 133, which should be getting hit by now.
Yeah, I had 17 pips, but then it kind of just fleeced me. I was trying to get a second entry just to hold another one, but never mind.
Came down pretty quick, mate.
It did, mate. Get me.
Still going down quick.
Got stopped out.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, well, that was fun.
I'm trying so hard to get a second entry, like a decent one. This is gonna be it.
GJ, price falls down around 132 and 132 300 to collect liquidity and bounce off. Oh, okay, makes sense. And then bounce off. Look at this 15-minute. Ooh, new 15-minute started here at this area. So basically, now you're waiting for the 30-minute candle to close. If it closes above 133 here, then this area is still being respected. So this could be like a pull down, like, you know, like a little retracement.
Yo, is that legit news? Boris tested positive.
Yeah, man,
virus.
it's legit
Serious,
news.
I ain't even seen that. I've not even seen that at all.
I think that's why it fell.
This.
Oh boy.
Oh no way.
No, no, you know what's happening? They're giving money to all these famous people to say that they're tested positive. And
such a conspiracy.
seriously, man, seriously. And only Trump is like, no way. I don't need money, and I don't want to be regarded as someone who tested positive.
Yeah, man's in gold bars. He's right.
God damn.
He's such a conspiracist.
I feel like that's such a conspiracy.
Trust me, man. Trust me. Because Boris has been on house lockdown for the last week.
Yeah, but he's had enough people in his front room talking about stuff.
There's a designated takeover, isn't there? If you can tell.
Yeah.
A few days ago, they had designated survivors.
That'd be interesting.
Well, if he's positive, then that little reporter he has in all his pictures should be positive too. Like this little girl there, she keeps on typing whatever he says in his pictures. Person taking the pictures, and man, it's just crazy.
Yeah, because every time I do a little press conference, there's like a room full of people taking notes. So
I was gonna say, he does a daily press conference.
Yeah.
All of those people surely might be.
Yeah, every single person. The chancellor, head of what is it? Head of what's it called? Thingy science.
Head of the.
What's that lady? I forgot her name.
The, like chief medical officer.
That's it. Yeah. So she'll get it to.
No, you know what's happening? They just want everyone to stay home for 2 weeks. If people can just stay home for 2 weeks, and we can get this over with, and we can just go on with our normal lives. But that's not happening. So now they're prepping up these big famous people saying, "Oh, he's positive as well. So now you really got to stay home." Because honestly, I miss eating out. That's the one thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
I miss just going out.
Yeah, it's just the stupidest thing. You can go out for you're supposed to be able to go out for what is it, one exercise thing a day, so you can go for a walk or something.
Yeah. Like no matter
one run a day, that's it.
Yeah, like no matter what someone says that the government is doing this, is doing that, in our reality, we can't do anything about it. We just gotta follow.
Yep.
They stay home for 2 weeks. You just silently stay home for 2 weeks, and then things go back to normal.
I mean, there's a lot of countries that are saying, like we're talking in London, someone from Spain, they extended their periods and stuff from 1 month to 2 months, and yeah, a few of them are getting extended at the minute.
I'm not surprised about them. I just read something.
They
had a record number of deaths this
year. Yeah, I read that this morning. Yeah. Same as Italy, I expect them to be on some serious lockdown for a lot longer. The way it's just reacted there. No, I think we got double death amount yesterday, didn't we? Actually,
115 people.
We got what? Sorry.
I think we got a double death amount yesterday, didn't we? I think it doubled yesterday, or did it? I can't remember.
I don't think yesterday's numbers out yet.
Yeah, 115, 120 or something it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
But is that the whole of the country?
Yeah.
Yeah, but someone was saying actually. I remember. I did watch something on the news last night. Then that data result was the previous day was taken from 8 or 9 hours worth of data, compared to 24 hours data. So actually, you can't compare it. So it makes it look a lot worse than it is, which can link into what Rakeel was saying about making people scared. This, that, and the other.
Well, it's certainly working. I mean, at least for us here.
There's a lot of people here that are still going to the park and having a barbecue, man.
And my apartment complex locked everything down. Can't use the gym, can't use the pool, can't use the grills. It's all bullshit.
That's why our parks are now shut down.
Yeah, that's exactly why. Yeah.
Over the weekend, everyone just went having some fun, and then so basically they came out with like, "You're on lockdown. You're on lockdown now."
I was like, 3 day off work, wicked. Let's go spread the virus, and then that was it.
People are like kids,
Big time.
Yeah. Don't go outside. Let's go have a barbecue.
I was gonna say, stay inside. No.
Yeah, but there were some people that were saying like think really if you're like a full-time employee, you're an adult, you're back in proper working. When do you ever get to have 2 months off work? Ever?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna make the most of it. I'm gonna go seaside. I'm gonna do this. It's like, man.
Yeah.
Take a career break.
I'm saying.
All right. So now GJ is in a very tough position for you to trade. Now it's in the range. Before this candle happened, it was the clean going up. Everyone was happy, but now it's back in this range.
FU candle, yeah.
We said about this 4-hour candle, the way it was forming this morning, whether that would end up pushing down to create a lower wick, actually, to around 32, 132-ish. That's kind of.
That was a nasty rejection.
Yeah, that was a nasty rejection.
So it's looking, maybe it's going to come back to like 132ish to then look for further upside.
Yeah, or if we break below 132,400, we could see price coming down.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 132, 100ish would be a relatively good target. If I look, well, just based on higher time frame, 4 hour.
Why wouldn't we look for sells? Well, I just said. Oh, okay, there's a delay over there.
Chris, they literally tapped into that zone we're talking about.
100%.
Just before we came on.
Literally, yeah. I was just looking at
And
exactly
then
that.
Had a big reversal.
Yeah. This could be a wait and see. This could be a grab. Never know.
We could just dip back into that level again today and then push up.
Yeah.
You know,
it makes sense. Yeah. It makes sense. Where Carlo got his entry.
Carlo got back in. It could give us another entry point.
Man, that was a fire entry, man. That's super.
Yeah, I think entry 1 was really good. Entry 2 should have been ignored.
I agree.
Yeah, the entry 2 was right into a zone. On that, like you forgot this key area right here. Like this is what happens with people when they trade GJ. They don't realize that this area here is gonna crush you if it doesn't break out of that. So you have to be very careful when you're trading in that area.
Also, you guys are seeing that since London, all the liquidity has been very volatile. It's a lot of spikes in that range, particularly. This one.
For all the UK people, Boris Johnson has just tested positive for corona.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for letting us know.
It's like it's an echo in here.
Yeah, it's like a little echo.
It's like a 5-minute delay.
Yeah.
It's like a 5-minute delay. Okay, can you guys hear me good or no? I'm
Bloody hell.
Yes, Mac, we can hear you.
Loud and clear.
Perfect. I am the corona. Somebody said I'm the corona.
Poor Boris.
Yeah, it's perfect. So this is a range here. So now, since it's coming down in this range, when price comes into a range, you're looking at both scenarios. Necessarily, I'm not going to take any more trades, but this is just for educational purposes. So if it's coming back in the range, you're identifying, okay, we have a support over here. If this support breaks, there's a clean move. There's a 120 pip range all the way down to 131, 200. But at the same time, you're going to be keeping in mind these areas here to the left as well, which may pose some sort of a congestion in areas where price might retrace. So, but looking on the 4 hour, it's clean traffic heading down. So it's something you should keep in mind that if price breaks down, where is it going to head off? If price breaks up, it possibly, it's going to go back up to 134, 133, 133, 800, 134. So instead of taking impulse entries, like heading in thinking you're missing it, just trust me, you're not missing anything. You're just waiting for confirmation for this area to break down, and then the continuation. Waiting. Because for this sell, there was no confirmation. There was no confirmation.
Correct.
Yeah. Because once this 15-minute close bearish, I guess a lot of people were looking for, okay, there's going to be a retest to continue up, but the next one is down. Broke the 30-minute low, came down, broke the previous 30-minute low, came down, broke. Yeah, it's falling pretty viciously.
And to your point, Raja, I mean, it's really got to break that 132 level, and it hasn't done it yet. So I don't really trust this impulse sell.
I don't.
I wouldn't be surprised if we bounce around this area for a bit, and then we get this sort of move again in the next little bit. That comes up over here, and then it just starts to take off. This area here is very, very difficult to break. It tried to do it last night too, and it didn't succeed.
We've got a very similar formation to what we had yesterday on these 4-hour candles. The way it's kind of playing out. And then we got like a push in New York. That was the key.
Well, that's exactly it. Yeah, I mean, I'm watching the 4-hour candles now, and it's like that's not a move in my mind. You're in a consolidation area, and we were just hoping to break out. I mean, if you want to get really crafty, now's your time to take entries. You can take buys over here and put your stop loss below here. So this is your risk here.
Yep. And that's what we did this morning. Exactly that.
And then basically you can fly up, and this could be your first take profit point here, or even if you do this area over here, you could probably grab that as well.
Yep.
And the good thing is too, as this starts to pull up, more than likely the next candle forms like this with the wick down, and then it just starts to drive.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you want to be aggressive, that's what I could suggest. For people who don't like trading with confirmations and they just feel that they can just take trades at any time, I'll take a trade anytime, because I understand that if it continues to go down, it'll just hit my stop. But if it doesn't go down and it continues to move up with no confirmation, then I got a really good entry.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm looking only for buys on GJ. I mean, right now not, but it's a little bit risky. But yeah, the safe play should be buys for the rest of the day. Once we break this consolidation area, that's why I'm looking for 133.800. That area. Once we break above that previous resistance, it's gonna be a clean move toward 134 for 100 easily.
Yeah.
So you can get 60 pips easy.
Agree.
Yeah, it's very sensible.
I caught another quick buy in that as well.
I was just wondering if you went with the same play as you went earlier, because that's exactly the same zone, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
great
20
effort,
pips.
man.
I'm just got a little running now.
Yeah, that's a good play, man. You got them fire entries down.
I've still got my other two open, to be fair.
Killing it this week, it's unreal. That's good work.
I'm at break even now, so I don't care.
That's what that sounds what Ted was saying. It's just right. You know, you can just take that. If you're happy to take that option, you can.
Yeah.
It's just that confidence. If we've seen it happen before, I mean, we got the bonus. Obviously, we were up when we were for London. We see the same thing happen again and again. So you got like added confidence to seeing it again. So.
Take a bit more off, actually.
So does that mean I'm even further behind on the pip gain?
Yeah, you're lacking, you are.
Bruv. Damn it.
Salty.
Don't even start.
How many pips up are you, Carlo?
Stop it.
Silence. Oof.
I still don't trust GJ, even though it's.
Yeah, it's just at a bit of a dodge level, that's all.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you're playing it the way you were doing it, where you're looking for that entry where you were, it makes lots of sense, but take trades now is dangerous, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of missed the train on that until you're in clear space now. Nice. Secure one piece.
Nice little move, man.
Yeah, man. Nice quick.
When did you actually get in?
Got in late, to be fair. I got in at 132.6.
Oh, that's not too bad. On a 5, that's not too
I
bad.
kind of hesitated a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I hesitated a little bit. My other entries were better, but
I mean, if you're playing that low time frame, it's, if you do hesitate, sometimes that's where it can mess you up.
Yeah.
You know, you need to kind of just action it and just go with it.
Yeah.
Good play though, man. Either way.
Yeah, it's worked out all right.
Worked out all right. Ain't like it ain't nothing. That's awesome.
And suspected we're back in the range. So those who bought at that lower area, congratulations. You are the winner for today.
US 30, we have a candle about to flip bearish. Got a sell stop, I guess, over here. Target is down over here. Yeah. Could look good. Could work out. So right now, there's no trade in this range, even though this is a big range. I think this is the same range from yesterday. Yeah. This was the same range from yesterday. And then we went up, and now we're back in another range. How can I get your trading view template? I don't even know what that is.
It's called Draw Squares.
Yeah, I don't even know what this is. Like, it's just a black background with green and red candles and a rectangle over here and a rectangle over here and some text down over there.
I think it's asking how do you change the background color.
Oh, go to settings and background. You could probably. Will price going to fill the wick in the previous candle? There are a few things missing here. A pair, time frame, which candle. So, we can't really read minds. Like, we're not mind readers, guys.
Yeah, I think we have to use the rule. Explain your question like I'm 5 years old. That's the rule, that if you're on the YouTube channel and you're asking questions, pretend everybody's 5 years old and ask the question that way. So the more detail and the more information you provide, as well as providing a chart, the easier everybody has understanding what you want to talk about and going through a discussion. So that's the key for today. Explain it to me like I'm 5. And if you do that, I guarantee you will have a better success rate of getting a proper answer other than us questioning what you're doing. Because think about what you're doing here as a group. You are giving a presentation. Every time you ask a question or every time you say something, you're giving a presentation. And think about if you were here live, if we were all in the room, if there was 1,200 people in an auditorium and you just yelled out, is this a buy or a sell? Would you actually do that in real life, or would you sit quietly because you realize that question has no merit? So think about it. Every time you're going to ask a question, say it out loud to yourself and think about the response possibly you will get. The deeper the discussion or more information you provide with the question, the better answer you're going to get. And also, if you show a chart, chances are you're going to have a little bit more in-depth information as well. Ted, would you hold your buy at this point? I didn't take a buy. This has been brought to you by Magic Keys. Yeah, all my live Instagrams, I'm going to do a Magic Keys commercial before I start them. And that's going to be my little promo every time, Magic Keys. Can we look at other pairs? Definitely. If you provide a chart, we can look at any pair you want.
I think at the end of your live streams, you should thank people for going to your TED talk as well.
That's right. No, every time I start my Instagram live, there's going to be a 5-minute or there's going to be a 5-second commercial like YouTube channel about Magic Keys with Raja using the Magic Keys. Do you want to bring your trading to the next level? And then have some music in the background and magic keys there.
That'd be fucking awesome. Or freaking awesome, sorry.
Yeah.
Forgot we got 5-year-olds on the stream.
mic has been off for this long. I've been going off on the mic. Yeah, literally, I've been going off on the mic. I broke down this USD CAD. I answered a bunch of questions.
We didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I know it was muted.
I thought you went for a coffee or something.
Oh, I came back like 5-10 minutes ago.
Brad, that's why. Okay, let's wait for rakeel.
Wrong chart. Yeah, on USD CAD, you're looking for the support to be formed. I mean, the support is formed here, but this candle closing bullish. Now expecting this one to respect the support and solidify it. So yeah, it's pretty easy. Draw a zone, then you just hope that those zones are going to be respected, and that's your trade. Switching brokers, narrowed down to Vantage FX and Traders Domain. Any preference? Well, all you can do is just do Winnie, Mini, Mina, Mo, catch a Nika buy show, and you'll get your answer. What's your idea for GJ? Idea for GJ is this is a range. Today is Friday, and you read over here. You read what it says, so that's my idea right here. And if we break above 133.270 or 300, then we will continue up to 133.800 and eventually 134. Hey guys, breaking news. Oh, okay. Can a broker go after you if you have a negative balance? No. And a brokers should have negative balance protection to begin with. How do you get the market fluidity background on TradingView? That's a premium version of TradingView. I had to buy the license from TradingView to put my corporate logo on the background. So people missed the up can buy in question mark. Well, you need to provide a chart on what you think a buy in is going to seem like, because if you buy now, someone will say, well, the candles is bearish, why are you buying? But if you go to 30-minute and if you buy now, someone will say, well, I mean, we're in a range, it's going to be pretty hard. You can get this buy, like if you think the support is formed here and you want to risk what, like 24 pips for like a 30 pip gain, you can buy, but the probability is less, as opposed to if price would break above 133.300 and then continue up towards 133.800. That's a much higher probability, because looking left you have clean traffic going on. It's a much easier trade above 133.300. At the same time, it's a much easier trade to trade below 132.300 going down. So you have to put yourself in the best position to win. And Friday right now, it's ranging. It's pretty hard, really hard. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. If price,
sorry.
Yeah.
On, sorry.
No, sir. Please.
No, I was just gonna say you could have potentially looked at that on the 15, and you may have had an option for a small little trade on like the 15. The way it played, you feel that weak 1-to-1 underneath that previous. If you believe that was the support, but it's a weak close.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, if you have support resistances formed within the range, the probability is low. It's there. I mean, it could work, but it's just low.
Yep. Risky business.
Yeah, risky business. Let's take a look at this chart here. Oh, wrong chart. Why are people sending wrong charts?
Do you know what? I think Boris has got a virus,
Virus?
I think Boris might have the virus.
Yeah. Boris has virus. Boris has the virus.
The way chaos when Trump gets it.
Yeah.
Hey, can you imagine?
He's old as well, so.
GU is a mess. Yuck. Just ranging on the 4 hours. So hard. GG also ranging. I'm not surprised because it's Friday. Look at this. Let's take a look at 4 hour here for a second. So basically we're creating a support here. We have a resistance formed here. 4 hour rejected this area up over here to the left. So this is a important area right here. But eventually, if this bullish still continues, we could be coming back up to 137, Chris.
Trust me, that's what I'm looking at. That's exactly. I've just been watching. Basically, I've watched all this. I've been watching a 4 hour and daily and weekly. That's basically it. Based all my trades on that. And obviously, look at the lower time frames to find your entries, but just use your common sense. Look at the bias. Stick with it. It's not normally well. Just depends on GJ how far them pullbacks are. You know, we kind of created that range where you've got now, which is like, oh, sorry, I just tried to draw a picture. But like you said earlier, that top of level is what we're playing in London this morning. So people are looking to take entries coming out of that zone, which was sensible. We've done that a few times, worked well. But until that's broken, like you said, I've got no reason to believe we're coming down. Although you're going to get the odd range bit, which is going to be annoying. But as soon as it breaks out, it'll be good.
Yep. Patricia Vlogs. Oh, it's a bot. Oh. PMS mild symptoms will self-isolate in Downing Street after being tested. Oh. Imagine this becomes a norm. You know, when you get the flu, you gotta self-isolate so you don't spread it.
I think you're kind of supposed to do that anyway, yeah? Have a couple of days at home.
Yeah.
Not blow your nose on people and, you know,
Like-
wash your hands. It's kind of normal.
Like the yeah.
I just don't get how this spread. It's mind-boggling.
From China to everywhere.
I can't see how people were so slow to react once it started doing it. That's the thing. We're so far away here in the UK and nothing was done. But I've been
How are
watching it for 2
people
months.
not washing their hands? Like, that's what I don't understand. How are you not washing your hands?
There is a hospital here in New York in Corona, Queens, where they had to rent basically like a cold fridge or something, like a trailer, you know, like a refrigerated trailer to store dead bodies. Because the morgues are pretty full.
Yeah, they've done that in Italy as well, in a big way.
Yeah, like a big trailer, which, you know, refrigerated, to put dead bodies. Insane.
Which pairs do you trade frequently? I trade GJ and gold, but gold has been untradeable for me here for the past week. So Being only focused on GJ.
Yeah, I took my last trade on the Monday. I had 2 sells and a buy on Monday, and then I haven't touched it since.
GJ was raging 2 yesterday, and then it took off.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
Hesitating on GJ buy with my finger on the trigger. Might wait for another 15-minute candle to confirm. Yeah, sure.
With people saying that, and this is the mistake that people make, is why don't you set yourself an area where you think we're going to break through and look to take entries at that point. Don't always wait for another 15-minute candle to close, because you might get stuck in this range. So if you know that this area here, once again, if we use our magic box to help out everybody, if we know that this is a range, and we know this area here is probably going to be your best bet for buys, and this area here with confirmation is probably going to be best bet for sells. So if we break below here, we're going down. If we break above here, we're going up. So as a trader, you can now hedge your opportunity and say, well, I believe we're going up, so this area here is going to be my stop loss. And if I believe we're going down, this area here is going to be my stop loss. And you have a very easy trade. Instead of saying, well, I need to wait for X candle to close or this to do that, you can plan out your trade. And then as the trade starts to develop, you'll realize that if the trend is going to continue, this box will basically vanish very quickly. That's your key. So as you're trading, just understand that when you're in a range, we have to eventually break out of that range, either up or down, so you know that the trend is going to continue at that point. So really, keep that in mind and understand what your targets would be after that. I initially said buys and sells. No, I said you would buy down at the bottom here, right? Because we're going up, and you would sell at the top over here if we're going down, because we're in a range, right? So let me repeat myself just to make it clear. If this is your box, and this is what you're anticipating, your best opportunity for buys were down here. If we believe we're not breaking past this resistance, your best opportunity for sells are up here. But based on current momentum going bullish, chances are I would err on the side of us going up rather than down. Have you watched Tiger King yet? Oh God.
Oh, I saw it yesterday.
Oh Jesus, such a horrible.
It's hilarious.
We're talking about this.
It's so bad.
It's hilarious, man.
Is it worth it or not?
Oh, there's
Worth
these
watching?
rivalries. It's like
It's like a mafia of
what's that girl's name?
Carol.
Carol. Yeah. So Sean is like Carol, and I'm that Joe guy.
Joe Exotic?
Yeah, Joe Exotic, and they all like fight with each other like subliminally, and it's just amazing. I was just watching it, and I was just thinking, man, that like people have egos in every industry.
Yeah, but the guy had like 300 tigers at
Yeah.
some point. You would feed them.
Yeah.
Guy had like an addiction to tigers.
Yeah.
Remember when he got bit on the boot?
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, he takes out the gun and just starts shooting. Baba.
I find that when I try to trade range breakouts, I often get stopped out as price tends to quickly whip back and hits my stop loss. Have you? Yeah, I'd say just wait for a candle to close outside the range.
Yeah, I think we've gone through that several times, Raja, with the range trading. If you're going to trade outside this range, as an example here, right? Sorry, let me do this. If this is your range, okay, so we can all agree that this is the magical range GJ has. For you to take trades, you need a candle to pop up and drive like this, or a candle to pop down and drive like this. You can't take trades within this area here and then say, oh, like, whoops, I got stopped out. Like, you have to wait for candles to leave these areas. And then at that point, even if this first candle pulls like this and does this, wait for the next candle to then continue so that the tail is now outside of this area. Same thing here. If this goes down, you don't need to catch the initial drop. You can get the next one that goes down here. And if this candle here moves too fast, then the trade wasn't valid. It wasn't valid enough for you to take an entry. You have to get used to that. You can't turn around and say, well, as soon as this area here breaks, I know that we're going down. Sometimes the market will just drop without confirmation. That's life. You get used to it. You have to get used to the idea that even though you expect this to go up, if this candle here decides to do this little wick here and pulls up here, you've missed the trade. That's it. You get used to it. Just feel comfortable with the idea that what you were looking for in this area happened. It just didn't give you enough information to make the trade, but the idea of what you were thinking worked. Just understand that. You have to take every piece of information out of an opportunity, even if you don't take the trade. Too many people are worried about, well, if we're in this range here, as soon as we come down over to this area here, I need to start taking sells because that means a sell confirmation for me. Maybe it drops just to here, and then the next candle whipsaws back up, and now you're stuck because now we're back in the range again. Don't play silly like that. If the trend is going to move, and this is something you need to write down, if the market is going to trend, it's not going to be a single 15-minute candle or a single hour candle. Okay, just keep that in mind. If the market is going to trend, it's not going to just be one candle. So you don't have to worry about missing the initial opportunity. There are so many more opportunities. I mean, perfect example is over here. Over here, if the market trends, look at what you get. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles up. You have lots of opportunity. Don't put yourself in a position where you need to try and just get out of this box to get what you consider the perfect entry. It's very, very straightforward. Take your time, and especially being a Friday, call it a week. If you made 3%, 10% this week, call it a week. Sit here and enjoy yourself. Have a good time. Watch other people lose money. Don't be part of the 90% that lose today.
I think, Ted, I think you should share the video that Raja showed me, and on any platform, on the internet, so people understand that things take time.
Trust. Yeah.
You should share this.
What takes time?
Everything. Things take time.
Patience.
You don't have to rush anything. Forex is gonna be here next week, next month, next year, next 10 years, next 100 years.
100 years.
I think it's who's still going to be here in that time.
People try to rush everything, and they want to become millionaires next week.
Chris has been here for like 100 years.
I think is I'm still here, bro. I ain't leaving yet.
I love you.
I've been watching 1 minute, 5 minute, 1 hour. Are you basing the trend of longer time frame that is watching each time frame? It depends. It depends on the chart, basically. It's very situational. Just like someone sent a chart right over here, so we're going to take a look at it. So they're looking for USDJPY, look for a break of support, clean candles. Yeah, looks good for the sell because now support has been formed, so you'd want this support to be broken. But seems like this current 4-hour may continue to push up because support has been formed. But if you're only looking for sells, then this makes sense. Looks like USD CAD markup also worked well. Now the support has been formed in the 1 hour. Yeah, so much range today. Alright, what's this chart? This is GJ 30 minute. Trend line is telling me we are on uptrend. Perfect. So now you're waiting for confirmations here. Ascending triangle break. I'm glad I found this in Monty's channel. You guys are like encyclopedia full of knowledge, giving all this for free. I just can't be. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable how these things happen for free. CAD JPY. What about this chart? It's like you're sending a picture and saying, "Hey guys, this is my picture." That's it. No idea what you're looking for, and there's no labeling. There's nothing. There is nothing on this chart. Let's take a look at this next chart. Oh, see? Big difference now. We have your JPY 15 minutes. Stop is up over here. Sell on bearish close, outside zone, bearish momentum. You have clean candle coming down over here. I think this could be your safer target right down here. And then this could be your super target. Looks good. Waiting for it to close, so it should play out. Oh, see, much nicer. Break of bullish structure, bearish close below my zone, another bearish close below a weaker retest. Confirmation is bearish below the 1 hour resistance. CAD JPY. Yeah, so basically now you're expecting, well, this is blue line over here, right? This is also holding support. See, so you'd need to see candles forming lower highs and lower lows to stay below this area, because you still have some confirmations heading down. GJ sell, Boris is positive. How will Boris being positive would make GJ go down? That is the most uneducated statement I've ever read about the currency pair.
Yeah, and if Trump gets corona, then gold will down to $200.
Alright. Euro USD, man, I hate this pair. If they could take Euro USD off of the market, I'd be so happy. This is just a useless pair. Look at this. Oh shit.
What's going on, Raja?
Oh, I don't know. What's
Buy your coffee?
No, it was someone else.
That's Chris, I bet.
Not coffee today. Shit.
Yeah.
That camera got hidden real quick. It was Chris for sure.
Yeah, so basically this is ranging here. If you go to the 30 minute, you'll see this is a range. This is a support. So it's ranging.
SL hit on what?
It's just low.
was expecting a decent push around 8 a.m.
Yeah.
I got excited when that push came up.
Key resistance level at around 970 plus downswing and current consolidation is over. I don't know what this means, downswing and current consolidation over. I have no idea what this means. You said key resistance level at, I think this should be support. If you don't know what support resistance is, you can't differentiate between them, you should just stop these charts and just go watch a movie or something. Because
come on, just go to baby pips.
you're trying to take a buy when price is going down. Price is heading. This is like you stand on a bus stop and you want to go left and you get on the bus that goes right. And you're like, oh, okay, one day we're going to go left. I mean, come on.
I think he's referring to the trend line as a key resistant level, maybe. But
I don't know.
We don't use key resistant lines and whatever.
Yeah, this chart markup is just stupid. This whole idea is dumb. Trust me.
Everything is varied. So.
Yeah, you have to wait for confirmation. So if someone's getting offended or whatever, I'm sorry, but like I say things how they are. I'm not gonna say it looks good and make you do this bad things.
Yeah, you are. I'm like living proof of that.
Oh, USD CAD actually played out. Support formed and moved up. Oh wow, it actually moved 30 pips almost. Nice. Yeah, you're right. Perfect. I might send one of my charts through, see what they think, they'll hate them. Oh no. No, some charts are actually pretty good. Some people do some really good markups. There have been times where I've been looking at a chart and it hasn't been making sense, and someone sends a chart in the YouTube chat. I open it and it makes sense, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this makes sense now. And I've actually won that trade. That does happen as well.
Yeah, like my charts.
Yeah.
I do pretty good charts.
Yeah. Oh. Yep. Euro JPY 1 hour retest rejection, sell stops here with stops below the zone. Yeah, I think this looks good. Sell stops. Confirmation break this level clean. This is because the 4 hour breaks below previous 4 hour with target of 118.99. Yeah, that looks good. I think the only thing you might run into is going to be an issue over here. Looking left. Okay, so we are currently trying to go up now. Alright. This was a nice 30, 40, 50 pip move in this range. See now, this move down, this was, some people said, okay, maybe this was the move with the Boris, So this wasn't a fundamentally driven move. If GJ is going to continue moving up, there's a very high chance it will correct this move and break above 133.400 and continue on. Because that wasn't a fundamentally driven. So now we start to see how Raja Banks can execute on another buy. Come to me, show me who you are.
Joe Exotic. Will you buy a tiger?
No. Let's take a look at this chart here. Ooh, currently coming down. Stop loss above breakout candle. Sell stop. TP. Beautiful.
Nice. Looks like having a coffee's created a bit of extra liquidity again. Nice.
UJ 15 minutes stop loss below the candle formed before the break. Looking for buys after a zone break. Yeah, it looks good. I think UJ made a fake out here down in 15 minutes. You go to 30 minutes, you'll see two candles going down and back up. So this could be a nice position to take a buy, moving to 109 even, or even up to here 109.950, 108.950. Yeah, be very careful in taking buys. If someone's taking buys on GJ, you have to understand it's below resistance.
Yeah, I would rather wait for clean break.
Cleanest way was on 15, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I said before.
This
right,
is too sketchy.
at that level.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's right. It's right. My bad.
I mean, with a small lot size, like, yeah.
Yeah, if you take a buy, I think your stop is going to be down over here, 132.820. But this candle's still open, so you're betting on the fact that the 30-minute candle is going to respect the low of the previous 30-minute here and continue moving bullish.
Break this distance.
Yeah, it's going to be a almost 40 pip stop.
That's a hell of stop loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with a 0.10, that's still a lot.
Yeah, but then you're expecting price to go till 133.800.
You said it was 65 pips?
Yeah, if this zone gets broken right over here. So it's like you're more than a 1-to-1 risk reward.
I'm just gonna wait now.
Excellent decision. You have won a microwave.
you get a car, you get a ventilator, No, in your case, where you get a tiger,
No one sees old Dominions drop yesterday and good news today. Oh, no idea what that means. No idea. Come to the charts. I focus on what I can get in this moment, and that's it. And then I go away. I go with my day, and then I come back the next day. That's what I do every day. Of course, in the back of my mind, I know where daily can head off to, but when I'm trading, I'm only looking at what's happening currently. I'm never focused on, oh, we can head off to 135, we can head off to, 137, those magical numbers. What I'm focused on, what I can get in the next 30 minutes or an hour, and that's it.
Yeah, point to point.
Yeah. Monty said point to point.
Yeah, man. Point to point.
Never heard that one before.
Do any of you trade options? No. No, sir.
We trade commodities.
This whole day, people would message me, oh, Boris got positive for Corona. 5 people already messaged me.
Has he really?
Already blaming.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Someone messaged me, bro, I get funded account challenge. Help me complete the challenge, please. It's 25,000 demo account challenge. I paid $155 for it. Please help me, bro.
That's not FTMO.
And then I said, how should I help? Then he said, it's up to you, bro. How can you help me grow that account? and then he said,
that, he better just give you the money.
Bro, the story goes on. And then he says, as I told you before, I am in bad conditions, and now I have Corona.
Fuck!
And I said,
that's it.
I'm just gonna like the comment. That's it.
He said he's gonna like the comment.
Yeah, there's no other discussion after that.
Nope.
No, that's it. After the Corona, you're done.
I've had a fair few messages like that recently.
After the Corona part, that's it. You're done deal.
Just watch the streams, man.
Sometimes people tell you stories and you're like, how are you even alive?
That's mean.
Nah, I agree.
How is that humanly possible? You're going through all this bullshit and you're still messaging someone on Instagram.
Well, you know, he's still alive, so give him some props.
All right, see this. So now, if you want to have a aggressive stop is going to be below this current 15-minute candle. Right at 133. That's like 28 pip stop.
Right, 15-minute open with no top wick though.
What are
5? Sorry.
What are the indicators you use mostly? None.
Eyes.
Yeah, EYE. The EYE indicator is pretty good.
What was that one you were going to buy yesterday? I forgot. It's that grey box indicator, I think.
Oh yes, the grey box.
Yeah.
So see now, this candle is about to close. It's closing a nice, healthy, bullish candle. There's a resistance over here. So at this point, since you look at the time, this is a high volume time, right? This is a time when there's a lot of volume in the market. So now you're expecting this volume to break through this resistance and go all the way up to 133,700 and then 800. Skra!
I was thinking the same. Oh, baby, we're lit.
Come on, baby.
baby, baby.
Baby, we're lit, baby.
We're lit, baby. Yeah.
This internet is.
Yeah. You know, so 15-minute, you'll have an aggressive stop because it's, oh, well, it's moving now. Perfect. And then a 30-minute, your stop is a little bigger, but this is because this is a much stronger confirmation time frame.
Alright, this is what I got for you. Let's see. I don't have any targets for the downside, but
I'll be waiting.
you can see more or less.
Because this minute could retrace.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared
to
of.
133.10.
Oh, you think that far?
Yeah, I think this 5 minutes before this 30-minute close or the next 30-minute candle is gonna come back to before continue going up. It's gonna come back to 133.10.
You say you're looking on 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Kerwin got us good yesterday with the GJ, the last buy we had.
Oh yeah, man.
This thing is gonna retrace right away. I'm like, nah, it's gonna keep going. So I didn't close my runner, and this thing just boom.
Yeah, it's all about timing though. Candles,
yeah, but that wasn't. It wasn't
always the same.
To 10.
Should we enter in GJ? Well, if you want to enter in GJ, just understand your stop is going to be down over here around 132.970. That's going to be a stop loss.
Okay, can you open on my chart, Ricky?
Yeah, sure.
Look at the time as well.
So basically, I just want a clean break above this area, which is what everyone is expecting. So a candle like that. It can be some retracement, and then it could wick down to the bottom, but that's still, it's going to be out of the range. So safe buys will be right above this area.
I think you're already in buys, right?
No, I'm not.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I'll show you my MetaTrader, bro.
No, it makes sense. It's going up.
What's up with you, man? Like, it's the morning.
Nothing. It's Friday. I told everyone yesterday that Friday is going to be roasting Fridays.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Sometimes you're walking on hot fire.
I didn't get the memo.
Oh.
I should get the memo. I should be getting the memo out of everyone else.
You should be happy that the rakeel is on a good mood.
No.
Is he in a good mood?
No, me and Mac are good friends, man.
Yeah, I know you love him.
You just got to watch out for that iceberg,
The iceberg and the Titanic, that's you.
Why are we buying before price breaks out? Well, it's not this is an idea I'm giving out that if you look at the time, this is the time when there's going to be a lot of volume in the market, And if price is ranging and there are people out there who are in buys right now with the stops below this current candle or the 30 minutes. So you're expecting this volume to push price through this resistance. That's why they're anticipating the breakup with this volume. Because if you look here, if you look on the chart, price has been ranging since yesterday. Yesterday it's been in this 100 pip range, even though it's a big range, but it's not because the volume is too much. It's been in this range. So you keep looking at the times when there's going to be volume in the market, and then you start anticipating that the price is going to break through those ranges in those time of volume.
And look, it touched our zone and it just retraced.
So see now, this is the start of the new 15-minute candle, which is also 8:30. Starts the new 30-minute candle.
Yeah.
So now the previous 30-minute candle, it kind of formed support, went up, and now we're expecting this one to continue moving bullish.
Yeah, it touched right on my resistance line.
Yeah, it's good. It looks good.
It tapped it.
Yeah, man.
I'm still waiting for it. If this 15 breaks right above that, then yes.
This chart is sell this one continue.
This looks like a dragon, like a Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I can't even see the candles.
All right. If you get a retest to this line and we fell to broken, where I just draw this line right here, we reject this area, more than likely we're gonna continue going up. So we can just watch out.
Let's check the Chinese indicator here as well. Oh wow, buys.
Wow.
God damn it.
All right,
GBP.
all right, everyone, full margin buys.
All right, full margin.
Wow, this says strong. This means GBP CAD should be heading up too. Let's take a look here.
I'd sell a euro pound.
GBP CAD. Ooh, GBP CAD is making a similar setup. So see this 1 hour here now. This is great closing over here. The next 1 hour could continue up. Stop is going to be 60 pips for, wow, 60 pips. But GPCAD moves a lot. When should we enter? Well, that's up to you. The ideas are all in front of you.
The charts, the ideas, the people talking, we got all the tools, resources.
Thanks to Trade with Monty and Wix Not Lie have made many pips and no more trading. Perfect.
Yeah, good work, man. Good work.
What about me? What about Ted? What about everyone else? No?
Where's your stream at?
My stream, it's hidden. I only do Tokyo.
Saturdays and Sundays.
It's Saturdays and Sundays, and it's only me and Kerwin.
Crypto weekends with Mac and Kerwin.
And we cook tomahawks.
Oh, yeah. Bless.
That's a good stream.
Yeah, I don't think you can beat us.
This is the best part of the...
Last time we had 7 viewers.
Tequila and tomahawks.
Tequila and tomahawks, yeah. By the time I'm gonna be like completely broke.
If we don't get this move on the bullish move on GJ prior 9 a.m., do you think we'll still have chances to move around 10 a.m.? Say that around here?
This guy. His name against that here, right?
Well,
I think we could go in.
all right.
Yep.
I think we're good.
Yeah, because if we fail to break this resistance now, prior 9 a.m., I'm expecting another pullback, and then around 10 a.m., we should have.
Just tell me when you enter.
Well, no, like I said, I didn't enter before. I'm expecting this line to get respected. If this candle goes or come back below this green line, I'm not taking any buys right now. I'll be waiting outside around 133, 800.
Yeah, I think it could even go as far as 33.
Because this is the new 30-minute candle. So this 30-minute candle easily can engulf this previous one because we're still in range. So if you take a look at this, it's always the same. So let's say you have this bullish candle, but This is a bearish engulfing candle. You have this bullish candle. You have this bearish engulfing candle. You know.
I think the buys were already played out from that.
Yeah.
Level,
From the down.
From that rejection.
Bottom that Ted said earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, where Ted said to enter. If we,
Other than that, I'm not playing in this range.
No, I'm not either. But I mean, if you're an aggressive trader and you want to play ranges, that was your chance. But no,
there you have.
Stuck.
That's the 133.10. If we respect that area, then we're good.
If you look at if you're looking at 5 going, sorry man, you can probably go a little bit further down. Maybe go as far as 33.
Yeah, maybe. But that's my the closing from the previous bullish candle.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Resistant to. Are you taking any entries, Raja?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Be really slow.
I'm sorry, man. To be honest.
I mean, if the daily flips, I mean, you've got a lot of room above anyway, so you don't have to rush.
Yeah. Now the current candle could respect that line or broken the previous 30-minute candle. The 15-minute candle. So
I think it's
no way to play with it.
Yeah, look at this. This is so messy.
No, I think about if it could stop about where we are now.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Let me erase this thing. You have the idea.
Come on, EJ.
EJ for buys?
Sells. Going down.
Oh, okay.
EJ is approaching strong support though.
Got this going, man. I think.
Yeah.
That's kind of if you look at 5, you see where that came to. Whether or not if it can hold above, it might well go well from there.
Yeah. Now if this 5-minute candle close bullish, here to 133.25, next candle is gonna just pop up. It's gonna break that previous resistance.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I got in a small position here.
I knew you did that.
That's it.
How do you
I got another small one as well.
I'm not trusting it. That 5-minute looks really messed up.
Yeah, let's sit close to be fair.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the close of this 5-minute candle.
Go. Perfect.
Big boss.
Kahuna.
Cojones, exponential cojones. Three. Fuck. I'm trying to force this trade.
Wait, man, wait.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
And just wait.
I'm trying to force it. I don't like it. I want to see this 5-minute candle, please.
The previous one had no
standard above resistance.
No bottom wick. I was pushing up now. So
yeah.
I mean, the flip it. Yeah, that level's pretty good. That looks nice.
Right now would be good. I'll go ahead.
I wouldn't go yet.
Gonna take impulse. You need to get in like way.
That's it. You need it to be like
110.
All right.
You
10
need to
pips and EJ break even.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
That's it. So once it went down to nearly 133, I mean, watching it on the 5, you could see it coming back.
Yeah.
That's your option, I think. But
definitely.
That's what we're saying is whether you're confident enough to take it at that point and see.
Yeah, you could have been up
Mhm.
10 pips.
The easy 10 pips, yeah, but then it's whether or not it closes bullish. That's the.
Yeah, so in this trade, I'm risking around 20% of my profits from today. Oh, GP CAD is also moving up.
Bullish. Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
As long as it don't pull deep. Oh, that's the
Yeah.
only issue you've got.
Yeah.
We could retest 133 again, but then we want to see what happens there.
What happens is that we're going to go bullish over here.
We are, mate. Get me. Get me. I love.
Oh,
he's extending that target.
That target is no, and it makes sense because once you break that resistance, man, it's gonna be a heavy
Yeah,
push
100%.
across.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think if we get past it, that's where we're going to get to like flipping flip the daily at that point.
Yeah.
It's very, very similar to what happened yesterday.
Yeah. That's why I'm waiting.
Like I said, it's timing. I mean, you could probably play buy stops if you're not keen.
Oh, GP CAD is also moving.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, I'm looking at this GP CAD move, and I'm looking at the numbers here on GG at the top.
Yeah, I do that a lot. When I'm doing the stream, I'm looking at my trade, watching the numbers.
Yeah, that's what I do. Like, I don't look at the candles then. I look at the
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I look at the numbers too.
That number is coming down to my stop loss.
Yeah. Negative 16. Negative 12. No, negative 14.
Nah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I mean, as long as it don't break that 5-minute low wick, I think you're still alright.
Yeah, like if you
Yeah,
know,
I'm not gonna force an entry now though.
Yeah.
No.
Ooh, someone sent a chart here.
I just want Calais to lose some pips, to be fair.
Price
Bad
created
karma,
a
that
high.
is. Bad karma.
Entered at break of previous high. Nice. Took partials. That's a good trade. 15-minute candles just made higher highs, higher lows, and perfect. Would it be better to wait for the candle to turn in your direction, as you said? Yes, but at this point, I'm playing with profits made from this morning, so I can afford to take this trade. That's the thing. I can afford to take this trade because this is an aggressive, risky trade. You know, if you have no profits from this morning, then you cannot afford to take this trade because this is a risky, aggressive trade. That's the thing. So if you're up in profits, you can afford to take this trade. Your stop is managed, everything's okay. But if you haven't won a trade, then you're waiting for price to break above resistance to have the winning probability on your side. So an example is if someone took a buy early in the morning with a 50-cent lot, then based on that, I've opened this trade on a 10-cent lot. You know, so like it's the like the risk has been reduced. Oh, I got stopped out here.
Oh.
So the risk was really lowered down. You know, so whenever you pick a trade, you should know exactly how much you're losing. The problem is that people, like, you know, they want to do like, you know, 10% a trade or 5% a trade.
Yeah.
That's bad.
There's no way you're risking it on that type of trade.
Exactly.
Or you shouldn't be.
That is
Chance.
bad.
You still not exceeded the previous 15.
Yeah.
I still think there's a bit of hope. That's a bit of a shame where you got stopped, but
Yeah. Well, whenever you take a trade, you should know exactly what's going to happen when it's going to hit your stop loss. You know, like when my trade hits my stop, it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. You know, it doesn't really affect me at all.
Yes, doing it now.
Doing it, no, mate.
Mm.
Oh, that's a better trade right there. I think my stop was my stop was in the way.
I think the 15 might have been a play, but I don't like how that closed now.
15 left though. Nice wick to the downside. So.
Chris.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Yeah. Tell me a closer runner.
I know a sniper entry on that one. Minute.
Oh, you're such a. I knew you were doing it, bro. I just knew it. Nah, it's a good play, man.
So naughty. Carlos, naughty.
We're having this little game.
Oh,
It
nice.
didn't start off as a game.
Now it's heading
Good.
off. Perfect.
Yeah, now now you can wait with standard.
This does not help my case at all.
Nah, it really hasn't.
Carlos, the new king of London. Bloody hell. Good work, man.
That's a shame it was in the way.
Yeah, I think 50. If you look at it again, I think the 15-minute low might have been a better option.
Yeah, I expected it.
Mm.
It's good to go now. Now we're gonna head to. With this volume, we're gonna continue on.
Damn, that's a good effort. Good trade, man.
Thank you. Oh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's gonna continue
A
on.
push.
That
What
stop
a
was just in the way.
Got 20 pips on EJ.
Nice.
Yeah, but overall was good though, Raja.
Oh yeah.
Really good.
There was no
If
doubt
you-
in my mind.
Yeah, if you look where it actually stopped at, it's like half a 20p of a pip on
Yeah.
a 5-minute. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
1 minute candle.
Also, you've had a great week, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, whatever. If it did stop now.
Good psychology, mate.
What you call them, mate?
Secured most of mine. I'm at break even now.
Whatever.
So,
Damn.
Saltiness everywhere.
Somebody needs.
Ooh.
Chris.
It's actually still in. It didn't really.
He doesn't hear me. No, he's not here.
Oh, sorry, I was just sending a voice message. Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Do you remember last week when we talked for Euro GDP?
Now refresh my mind. I can't remember.
It was Tuesday. And I told you I am in sell in 0.9217, and I still hold it.
Are you? Oh, mate. Yeah. Awesome. That's good. That's real good.
And I closed like 80% of that. I left 20 and break even.
That's a great trade, man. I remember.
It was.
Good work.
Thank you. Raya, are you in GJ?
Me?
Yeah.
I had two positions. One got stopped out, and one was still live.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm still alive.
That's a 50%.
Yeah, I'm good. Right.
I'm liking this. I'm gonna close. Yeah, I closed. I closed.
Thank you, Mac.
Yo. Just don't see the juice, you know. I mean, you don't have to close, but
Oh, yeah.
10 we've got 10 minutes yet. But that zone is pretty solid. I mean, I think Ted pointed out to the left. There's a big candle to the left on 30 minutes. Sorry, big wick.
super solid.
It's basically in the last 10 minutes of this hour candle. I want to see the candle to break outside that resistance.
Yep.
Yeah, if it closes like just like this, for example, that would be good.
Did you know that you could?
First Chinese indicator. Oh, wow. GCAT broke resistance. That's so true. So Chinese indicator is telling that GP is strong. So let's see. Show me what you got, GG. Come on.
Well, it created a little wick on a 5 minute, which it didn't have.
Mhm.
I was watching that. I thought it might come back a little bit, but that sounds solid, man.
Yeah. My stop loss is right there, below the 5 minute candle.
It's
You
drying.
closed already?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sketchy.
Yeah. And I'm only 2 pips in profits right now. I'm not really more than 7 pips in this trade.
Better not risk it.
Because I don't want to see this 50-minute candle close bearish. If it close bearish, then it's gonna hit my stop loss.
I'm not doing any more of these challenges. I already did my own challenge. So if you guys want to dance in your car, go ahead. Break a leg.
Oh, what challenge have we got now? I didn't see it.
Oh, the one that I made. You gotta wear one glove. I can have a mask, but you gotta be
I
isolated.
did the tequila challenge as well, so.
Oh no, I don't drink. I'll be on my ass.
It's going to be a doji 30 minute and then get a flyer.
So far, so good. This 5 minute should be bullish or like a touch on 5 minutes. No.
Push.
I guess not. The last 5 minutes of this 1 hour candle is gonna be key. There you go.
Yep.
A great day, everyone, guys.
Oh, now I got another challenge. I gotta do 50 push-ups.
Okay, GG, come on, baby.
You re-enter?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I have only one position.
Small position.
Almost a break even. But
Oh, you ran 300.
no, my entry it's actually 133.24.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's 5 minutes helping.
Yeah. That's why I stopped loss 130.
But officially it hasn't closed above resistance, so this is the scary part.
133.16. But yeah, I'm expecting this hour last 4 or 5 minutes of this hour.
Yeah, it's still good. You put your stop at below the 15-minute candle and boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
sensible.
Because basically, I don't want to see this 15-minute candle to close bearish. If this 15-minute candle comes to close bearish, then
Yeah, that's it then. Yeah.
I'm out. Other than that, still in the trade.
It's gonna go boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
We did this last Friday, exactly the same time, Kerwin.
Yeah, exactly.
Last week.
So probably the next hour candle should do.
Oh.
Is
that going down?
Turn the volume down, you Mr. Lots.
Who's that?
Who's that? Stop playing. Stop acting. That was you.
That was
No,
Max,
that's
19th
not me.
entry.
I'm only one trade. Yeah, so basically the next 15-minute candle is gonna make this push.
No, you know what happens also when you get the margin call sound is that when you move the stop loss like a little bit ahead of your position, sometimes it doesn't let you because of the trade.
Who was that, man? Someone went boom, boom.
Someone went boom.
Someone is way too confident in this.
Yeah.
Full margin Friday.
Full margin Friday.
Dangerous. On a Friday? Oh, it's dangerous.
Risk the whole week profits.
I don't like this candle.
The 5 minutes fleecing
It's
people.
about to stop me out.
Yeah. Look at the rejection to the top. That's nasty.
Yeah.
Just quit it, clear one.
1 minute.
I think I did the FTMO challenge and I passed it. It's so stupid, but I don't like that. You get. I think I get 70% of your profits.
Did you not read that before you started doing it?
Shit.
Wow, look at this volatility.
Look at the 15-minute candle. Oh my lord.
This is crazy volatility happening right now.
Yeah.
Well, the 4 hours closing real good, so.
Yeah, it's bullish.
Very strong.
Chris.
Yes.
UK Health Secretary tested positive.
No shit.
Oh,
You called
Oh,
that.
another
my
one.
days.
2
He was
hours
probably
later.
testing Boris.
Yeah. Well, they just stand next to each other on a podium every day for like the last week or two talking. Man.
The Chancellor has to have it as well.
Yeah, he looks like he deserves it as well.
Come on, that's mean.
Whoa.
Wow, that was a load of
All right,
Yeah,
15-minute
come
close
on, bro.
bullish. Pretty good.
Let's see what's up.
Formed
Straightforward
a
banger.
liquidity zone over here. 30-minute close doji.
Yeah, man.
So we're going to disregard the doji here. We're going to expect volume to continue pushing up.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
How many pips do you... I secure 10 pips all the time. That's my number one rule.
Yeah, I'm securing 10 to 50% close. Break even right now.
Work, man.
Run, and I want to see this 15-minute healthy bullish candle.
Yeah,
Yeah, no bottom wick.
Candle I approved before. Let's go, G. Come on, baby. Hey, Dad, press the button.
Yeah, you might need a little wick on a 15.
Why do you disregard doji? Because the 30-minute, if you look on the 30-minute, the 30-minute candle here opened and closed at the same level. So if we do something like this.
Yeah, what would you expect next?
Yeah.
No wick.
Beautiful.
Would expect this one to continue moving bullish.
And your idea shouldn't change, really.
Yeah. Oh, USD CAD went further up. Wow, 100 pips. Can any one of you fellas demonstrate how to use the fib retracement? We don't use fib retracement.
Wouldn't know where to start.
Yeah. Wouldn't know where to start.
Hey, remember the Chinese indicator said to sell euro pound? That would have been a bad shout.
Yeah, actually, that was actually pretty good. Pound and CAD.
CAD.
Wow.
No bottom wick, it's just gonna fly.
I'm probably gonna leave in like 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for my one walk of exercise that I'm allowed to do.
I'm gonna go apply for unemployment.
I can't hear you guys. Oh,
man.
What's Canada's interest rates?
Low, isn't it? Real low.
Yeah, it's like
Their overnight rate just got put to 0.25.
oh, they cut it.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, they cut the target. Wow, they're gonna lower the rates here then.
I think we're gonna get a bottom wick.
Yeah, what, 15-minute? I've got a little one, to be honest. I think it might be enough. If we got volume.
I don't have anything in mind.
Get ready, Raja Papa.
Yes.
Ready for what?
I think it was there. Was it not a bit further up?
For the push on GJ.
I want to see the bottom wick.
I don't want to say it because it's gonna stop me at hard break even. I just want to see a healthy 15-minute count to fly all the way.
Ooh, go now.
GP catch still going and
yeah, man.
GJ is about to move here too.
Yeah. Let's get past it. Let's look at an hour level. Pushes past the hour level, we're good.
I missed that trade on G card.
Do you trade D-Card?
Yeah, when it's swinging like that, there's no resistance.
You know, every morning we get an email from someone asking for a tracking number for Magic Keys. And I don't know why or how people can't check their emails for that information, because it gets sent there ASAP. Unbelievable. So we do this competition. Okay, let's see who emails the next morning. If you get two names and one name, oh, we got a winner today.
Well, I'm bored of GJ for now. I'm going to have some lunch, guys, and go and have a bit of exercise.
Take
Walk out for a little bit. So have a good afternoon.
Exercise, walking out for a little bit.
I'm only allowed out once a day, man. I have to go make the most of it. I'll catch you later.
All right.
In a bit.
Stopped out. We're keeping. Fuck.
I told you it's gonna be a fucking wick. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
I should continue up now. But I told you.
Yeah, for sure.
Told you like 3 times.
Oh boy.
Just re-enter.
No. Nope. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Oh man. Oh man. Almost got stopped out.
G-Card is.
All right, what's this? US 30, waiting for engulfing candle, 4 hour, 1 hour. Holy!
Oh shit! Was that a cat, a dog, or you have a demon in there?
My bad, that was me. My wife.
That was your wife?
Yeah. Loco and Moco.
Yeah, this is garbage.
I have a kind of a small account, but why does it only let me use 0.01 lot sizes? Because your account is less than $10. That's why.
Oh, probably your leverage. I mean, your. Ooh. What a freaking finesse, DJ. Alright, I'm done for the day.
Another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Hey, DJ, is it enough? I took 2 trades, both of them were taken out in 2 seconds. Yeah.
At this point, I'm just going to stop looking at the range and let my buy stuff do the work. I think at this stage, Killer Goon, you overtraded yesterday as well. At this stage, everyone should just, go home, close the charts, and have a nice day. Trust, that's the best thing to do.
Exactly.
All right, everyone, take care.
Bye. See you guys.
Have fun.
Take care, Raja.
Yep.
Be careful out there, man.
Yeah, be careful.
Don't catch anything.
Take care, everybody.